What started off with another guy on board, Andrew Kennett, had come here. They just contacted the place out of the blue, and people here at Charleville Castle, like Dudley Stewart and Bonnie, they're really open and kind of welcoming. They'll let people come in. They're very trusting. It's just so accessible. You don't get the same problems you get with the likes of, other places. To have fun, like to have a laugh, like you can easily, like what are the chances of coming to a building and being able to guarantee that something will happen? There's, 1 in a million, but the place is active. I think people come here and they've experienced stuff when they've just come along as a friend of a friend. And the way that we organise trips where it's open to anyone, there's no elitism, as in like you don't have to have a big knowledge of the paranormal or be a very spiritual person to come along and enjoy yourself, to get the chance to walk around a fantastic building.
Yeah, it'd be nice anyway if we could even experience things ourselves, things that make us think about it, things that make us wonder what happened and keep us curious and interested.
Background really kind of in regards to paranormal isn't much. Like it's well, since I like maybe 4 or 5, like I had experiences in a family home down in Sordalstown, which were 2 old cottages down a laneway. And I just accept them as being normal. To me there was no different about it. I didn't, make a big song and dance or talk about it, because it's just like seeing anyone else kind of on the street. Over the years then, after that, I didn't experience much, and I had a bit of an interest in it. Other members of my family had an interest as well. But it was only really kind of when I was in college in a building in Portland Road, St. Joseph's Convent, that I took a photograph and something showed up in it, that I got interested again and started acknowledging the things I'd been seeing and the stuff I'd been experiencing, and started looking into it more. And since then it's just, the more I've opened myself up to it, the more stuff has happened and the more I've gotten involved.
I can see you now. That's a lot of bags.
Here last time and we had some incidents, some bumps, a few crazy pictures. I got some pictures myself of mist and smoke, and Mark had a picture of the staircase with the shadow on it. So, and I kind of went away with a bit of came as a skeptic, went away with a little bit of a belief. Skepticism came back. I'm the archaeologist of the group, as in I'm a first year archaeology student who probably failed all his exams, but I still kind of like to have a look at the history of the place, see what went on, who lived here at the area, as far back as I can. It's very hard to get stuff on this building itself, other than what's on the internet in the paragraphs.
And what can you tell us about the history so far?
Built in 1798. I think it was to celebrate a British victory over the native Irish. Hence, it was built in the British style, as far as I know, and this is what I'm told off internet websites. And if you look at the grounds, if anyone looks at a map, the grounds and all the roads that lead away from the castle create a shape of the Union Jack from the sky. There's the Camden Tower, which is what I've looked into. It's a triangular fort. Turns out that was about 1812, and it turns out just to be the gatekeeper's house for the castle. Nothing fantastic. There was supposed to be, what I've heard, burials here from the Black Death in the 1300s, the 14th century. That people were buried alive to stop them from infecting others. They're just thrown into holes in the ground, which apparently the castle is built on the site. So that could be, now there's not, I can't really find much on that other than again what I found on the internet, so it could be made up. There was also stories of druids here, because this is the oldest oak forest, correct me if I'm wrong, oak forest in Ireland, and it's apparently a mystical tree. So apparently a lot of people, the druids, pre-Christian times were here. So I don't really, that's as far as I know. There was a few deaths in the castle. Earls, so Harriet's the most famous death, who fell from the staircase, we think is the picture we got. Other than that, there's not, it's very hard to find anything else on the castle itself. It was abandoned in 1920 after the Rising and the troubles with the Irish, the War of Independence. The English people who lived here just took off. The place went to ruin, and it was only started to be restored again in the 60s, 70s. So a lot of the roof survived, but a lot of the interior of the building didn't.
I'm Leanne. I'm just a friend of Graham's, and he's just told me a bit about it, but I'm still the skeptic of the group. So I'm just really just expecting just a bit of fun, to be honest with you. I really don't feel anything weird. I suppose night hasn't come yet, so I don't really know, but I know Graham showed me pictures, but to be honest, I just thought they looked like a flash of a camera. I just didn't really see anything. I think you have to be there to really believe it, to look at those pictures and to see something from it. But for me, I wasn't there the last time. When I looked at the pictures, I saw nothing. Just a flash of a camera and a staircase. I didn't see anything because I guess I wasn't there. I wasn't affected by it. I didn't feel anything there. But maybe I changed my mind. I don't know.
My wife and I were just touring the castle. We're walking back here from the stables. There's some stables back here right now behind the gate here. And as we got done looking through the stables, which is very unsafe back there anyways, we started walking this way, approaching the front door in the tower. And on the first double windows up there on the tower, there's a lady all dressed in white. And she had a white hat on too. And she was cleaning the glass in a circular motion, very slowly looking at us. And the closer we got to her, she started just fading backwards, like just getting out of the picture and just gone. Because both my wife and I looked, I looked up, I go, did you see that? Do you see something up there? She goes, yeah, I see the lady all dressed in white. And I said, yeah, I see her too. And so after we seen her, we knocked on the front door and we asked the lady, is there anyone up there on the second floor? Or I don't know what floor that is. And she says, no, there's no one up there. It's just us here. And she gave us a look like, are you sure you seen something up there? And yes, indeed we did.
And how are you two holding up?
Okay.
Cold.
Cold, getting cold?
I'm nervous cap. I eat food, but it's all gone.
Are you not freezing?
Yeah, but I'm a high cold threshold thingy.
I've got 2 jumpers now.
Anyone have any odd senses or strange feelings yet in the evening?
Actually, surprisingly, no.
Yeah.
Just a freezing cold.
I think, yeah, usually you start to notice things and feel things later on in the night as you start kind of getting more serious about it.
Oh my god.
It should be noted that I'm not a camera expert.
I heard some noises up on the roof earlier. In the tower.
Yeah.
I put a tent upstairs. It was up the first exit, and then up above again. I heard kicking, not kicking, banging. It's hard to describe it. And I didn't say anything because it could have been anything.
Yeah.
It was my own fault. I kind of broke off from the group and I got called back. I ran up to the tower on my own for a few minutes.
Well, this is when you went off earlier on.
And I disappeared. So there's actually really no verification of it, but there's just letting you know now. But there's probably nothing in here.
Yeah. I think ideally what we should maybe do is kill off lights and everything and just sit or stand around.
Yeah.
It's going to take a couple of minutes. Just the way things have been working out, there's going to be a lot of... We'll all be kind of a bit negative and unfocused, so we'll just take a few minutes to kind of relax. Try and kind of refocus on what we're doing, kind of get our energy built up again. It can help sometimes as well to kind of try and make a conscious decision to kind of share your own energy, if that makes any sense, with the building and pretending that might be around, and to allow it to kind of draw from your own energy to kind of manifest itself. we said before, don't be afraid to say if you feel anything or see anything or think anything, or even if you just feel a little bit odd. Or I don't know about anybody else, but this room always kind of makes me feel like a bit
Dizzy.
nervous.
Dizzy. I feel dizzy.
Do you?
Yeah, really dizzy. But maybe it's because it's dark. I don't really know.
Well, yeah, I do kind of start to feel a bit